I'm a seventh generation Washingtonian. I'm a seventh generation grandson of Jacob Moore. Jacob Moore was a freeborn African American man. He was born in 1825 in a place called an unincorporated township called Piscataway, Maryland. Jacob Moore, being a freeborn citizen, end up migrating up the Anacostia, up the Potomac, into the Anacostia area region, in the town of Good Hope. The town of Good Hope was exactly right there, at that corner. Right there, we have a community right up the street here called Skyland. And in the Skyland community, which is now being redeveloped, Jacob Moore was the first African American landowner east of the river, and he's actually on the atlas, the first atlas done of the eastern branch of Washington, D.C. So, shortly, if you go through the different maps, the one before slavery and the one after slavery, or before the Civil War and after the Civil War, you see that Jacob Moore was there first. You have the Civil War breaking out. And then you have, right after the Proclamation of Emancipation, we have Jacob Moore working with the Freedmen's Bureau to being contracted to build Berry Farms, which was right directly off of his land. Well, he was already a wealthy gentleman for his day. So, for instance, he already had a cemetery, which had brought him lots of income. The Jake Moore Cemetery was located at the corner of Stanton Road and Suitland Parkway. So when you get to the light on the Suitland Parkway and you just look up on the Stanton Road, you see a big hill up there. And it's apartments up there now, lots of apartments, hundreds of them up there now on the property. But before those were apartments, that was a house in the early 1840s, 30s, 40s, and which the Moore family lived in. Then it became a cemetery. The Jacob Moore Cemetery was a place where the Berry Farm residents and local Good Hope community residents and Congress Heights residents would go and celebrate Memorial Day services. Jacob Moore was a pretty influential guy in his day. He was able to do work on the wharf, build Berry Farms, as one of their contracted guys to build Berry Farms. And when you look at the contracts for everybody on the contracts for the building of Berry Farms, he was making money hand over fist. I mean, he made lots of money. He was making the whole contract, and so that inspired me, because I'm a businessman myself. I'm into contracting and construction and staffing and those different types of things. So, but I didn't know he was into that. So it helped me. So Jacob Moore helped me. He helped me realize more clearly what I was about, what I do.